Welcome to the small village of Kokafu, where the sun dips into the horizon and paints the sky with hues of crimson and gold. A place where tradition and culture run deep, where community and family are everything. But beneath the surface of this peaceful village, secrets lurk, and stories wait to be told. Have you ever wondered what happens when a young girl's smile hides a secret that threatens to destroy her very existence? Join me as we delve into the world of Akua, a young girl with a story that will touch your heart and challenge your assumptions. A story of courage, resilience, and the power of the human spirit. Meet Akua, a 12-year-old girl who lives with her parents and siblings in a small village surrounded by lush green forests and winding rivers. Akua is a bright and curious girl, with a smile that can light up the entire village. She loves learning and hopes to become a doctor one day, just like her idol, the village's respected healer. Akua's life is filled with the simple joys of childhood. She spends her days playing with her friends, exploring the forest, and helping her mother with household chores. But despite the tranquility of her surroundings, Akua's life is not without its challenges. Her parents work hard to provide for their family, but resources are scarce, and Akua often has to go without the things she wants. As Akua navigates the ups and downs of childhood, she begins to dream of a better future. She hopes to one day attend the city school, where she can learn from the best teachers and make new friends. But little does she know, her life is about to take a drastic turn. A turn that will challenge everything she thought she knew about herself and her place in the world. What do you think Akua's life is like at home? Does she have any siblings? Does she have a favorite subject in school, or a favorite hobby outside of class? As we journey with Akua, we'll explore the complexities of her world and the secrets she keeps hidden behind her smile. We'll see the struggles she faces, the triumphs she achieves, and the lessons she learns along the way. But for now, let's take a closer look at Akua's daily life. Let's see what a typical day is like for her, and how she navigates the challenges and joys of growing up in a small village. As we explore Akua's world, we discover the rich cultural heritage of her community, and the vibrant traditions that shape her identity. So join me, as we embark on this journey with Akua, and discover the secrets and surprises that await us along the way. As the days turn into weeks, and the weeks turn into months, Akua's life begins to change in ways she never could have imagined. One day, Akua's father loses his job, and the stress takes a toll on the family. The tension in the air is palpable, and Akua can feel the weight of her father's frustration bearing down on her. Akua's father starts to take out his frustrations on her, physically and emotionally abusing her. The beatings, the yelling, the constant criticism, it's a never-ending cycle of pain and fear. Akua tries to hide the bruises and scars, but the pain inside her grows with each passing day. She starts to doubt her own worth and wonders if she's to blame for her father's actions. As the abuse continues, Akua's world begins to shrink. She stops going to school, stops playing with her friends, stops living the life she once knew. But what about Akua's mother? What does she know about the abuse? Is she aware of what's happening to her daughter? Does she see the bruises, the scars, the fear in Akua's eyes? Or is she turning a blind eye, pretending that everything is fine? What do you think Akua's mother knows about the abuse? Will she intervene, or will she stand by and watch as her daughter suffers? The questions swirl in our minds as we wonder what will happen next. Will Akua find the courage to speak out against her father's abuse? Will she find a way to escape the nightmare that's become her life? Or will she remain trapped, a prisoner of her own fear and shame? The suspense builds as we wait with bated breath to see what will happen next. Will Akua's story be one of triumph and survival, or will it be a tale of tragedy and heartbreak? The outcome is far from certain as we continue on this journey with Akua into the unknown. As the days turn into weeks, Akua's situation becomes more and more desperate. But then, something changes. One day, Akua's teacher notices the bruises and scars and confronts Akua about what's happening at home. At first, Akua is hesitant to open up. She's afraid of what might happen if she tells the truth. But her teacher's kindness and concern eventually win her over. Akua musters the courage to tell her teacher the truth, and with her help, she starts to heal and find her voice. With her teacher's support, Akua begins to realize that she's not alone. There are people who care about her, who want to help her. She starts to see that she doesn't have to face her problems by herself. She can ask for help, and there will be people who will listen and support her. As Akua begins to heal and find her voice, she starts to realize that she has the power to change her situation. She doesn't have to stay in a situation that's hurting her. She can seek help, she can speak out, and she can create a better life for herself. But what would you do if you were in Akua's shoes? Would you speak out against the abuse, or would you stay silent? Would you seek help, or would you try to face your problems alone? These are difficult questions, but they are important ones. Because the truth is, we all have the power to create change in our lives. We all have the power to seek help, to speak out, and to create a better life for ourselves. So let's take a moment to reflect on Akua's story. Let's think about what we would do if we were in her shoes. Let's think about how we can support those who are facing similar challenges. Because when we support each other, when we speak out against abuse and injustice, we can create a world that's safer, more compassionate, and more just for everyone. And that's a world that's worth fighting for. As we reflect on Akua's story, let's also think about the role that we can play in preventing abuse and supporting those who are affected by it. We can all be allies, we can all be supporters, and we can all be advocates for those who are struggling. We can start by educating ourselves about the signs of abuse and about the resources that are available to help those who are affected by it. We can learn about the different types of abuse and about the ways in which it can affect people's lives. We can also support organizations that work to prevent abuse and that provide services to those who are affected by it. We can volunteer our time, we can donate our resources, and we can spread the word about the importance of this issue. And most importantly, we can listen to those who are affected by abuse, and we can believe them. We can create a safe and supportive space for them to share their stories, and we can offer them the help and the resources that they need. So let's take action, let's make a difference, and let's create a world that's safer and more compassionate for everyone. A world where Akua and others like her can thrive, and where they can live their lives with dignity and respect. This is a world that's worth fighting for, and it's a world that we can create together. So let's get started, and let's make a difference. As we work together to create a world that's safer and more compassionate for everyone, let's also remember the importance of self-care and self-love. We can't pour from an empty cup, and we can't support others if we're not supporting ourselves first. So let's take the time to prioritize our own well-being, and to do the things that nourish our minds, bodies, and spirits. Let's practice self-compassion, and let's treat ourselves with kindness and respect. And as we do this, let's also remember that we are not alone. We are part of a larger community, a community that's connected and interdependent. We can support each other, we can uplift each other, and we can create a world that's more just and equitable for everyone. So let's keep moving forward, let's keep pushing for change, and let's keep believing in the possibility of a better world. A world where Akua and others like her can thrive, and where they can live their lives with dignity and respect. This is a world that's worth fighting for, and it's a world that we can create together. So let's get started, and let's make a difference. And as we do this, let's also remember to celebrate our successes, and to acknowledge the progress that we've made. Let's honor the courage and resilience of those who have come before us, and let's recognize the power and potential of those who are still to come. So let's keep moving forward, let's keep pushing for change, and let's keep believing in the possibility of a better world. A world that's more just, more equitable, and more compassionate for everyone. And so, our journey with Akua comes to an end. But the impact of our story will stay with us forever. We've seen the devastating effects of abuse and neglect, but we've also seen the power of courage, resilience, and determination. As we reflect on Akua's story, let's remember that we all have the power to create change. We can all be allies, supporters, and advocates for those who are struggling. We can all work towards creating a world that's safer, more compassionate, and more just for everyone. So let's take the lessons we've learned from Akua's story and apply them to our own lives. Let's stand up for what's right, let's speak out against injustice, and let's support those who are marginalized and oppressed. Together, we can create a world that's worthy of Akua's courage and resilience. A world that's worthy of our highest aspirations and our deepest values. So let's keep moving forward, let's keep pushing for change, and let's keep believing in the possibility of a better world. Wow, you've made it this far. That means you're really enjoying the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're loving the content, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring and uplifting videos. Your support means the world to us, and we're grateful to have you as part of our community. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on our latest releases. Thank you for joining me on this journey with Akua. May her story inspire you, may it challenge you, and may it empower you to create a world that's more just, more equitable, and more compassionate for everyone. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. This is the end of our story, but it's just the beginning of our journey towards a better world.